Imagine it is the end of a hard week. You have the house to yourself for the evening and a hot bath sounds amazing. You grab your favorite candle and comfortable pair of pajamas and head into the bathroom. You light the candle and turn out the lights. Standing in front of the mirror preparing for your bath, as your eyes are still adjusting to the dark, a chill rushes over you, a feeling that you're not alone. As a young child, one of the most frightening rooms in the house was always the bathroom. Bathrooms are relatively small and dark. Rarely do they have windows. They feel very claustrophobic. It always felt like if something bad was to happen, it would be very hard to escape. And let's face it, I feel like at some point in time, everybody has pulled back that shower curtain in fear of what might be lurking behind it. It's no wonder that so many urban legends are spawned from such an environment. But how many of those legends are just legends, and how many of them are based in reality? Depending on who you ask, the specifics of the ritual will change. As a child, I was told that if you go into a bathroom and you turn out the lights, you stare into the mirror, and you say Bloody Mary 3 times, and then turn the lights back on, she will appear behind you. Some versions of this ritual involve using a candle, turning out the lights, lighting the candle. Some involve spinning in circles multiple times. But one of the earliest versions of this ritual is even stranger. According to that ritual, young women would walk up a flight of stairs backwards, holding a candle and a hand mirror in a darkened house. As they gazed into the mirror, they were supposed to be able to catch a view of their future husband's face. There was, however, a chance that the young lady would see a skull in the mirror instead. This indicated that the young lady would die before she had a chance to marry. Like most urban legends, the story of Bloody Mary was supposedly based off of a real person. Depending on which historian you ask, they will give you a different answer as to who they believe the story of Bloody Mary was actually based off of. The first and probably most tame person would have been Mary the First of England. Some believe that the story was based on a false pregnancy that Mary had, but there was a darker side to Mary that some claim gave her the name of Bloody Mary. It is a widely known historical fact that during her time as a ruler, Mary had put over 300 religious Protestant dissenters to death at the stake using fire. The second possible candidate for Bloody Mary is Elizabeth Báthory. She was a noblewoman who owned land in the Kingdom of Hungary in the 1600s and late 1500s. She was convicted and ultimately imprisoned after 4 of her servants came forward with accusations of what she had been doing to young women around her land. Historically, she has been noted as a serial killer and has even been called a vampire by some. The third and most possible candidate for Bloody Mary is Mary Worth. She was accused of being a witch after multiple children went missing in the village neighboring the woods that she lived in. The actions of these 3 women are too brutal and disturbing to go into detail in this video. Many of the videos here on the channel will have gory, gruesome details that YouTube won't allow me to describe in detail on a public-facing video. By joining our lowest Patreon tier, you'll get access to private, uncensored videos where I go into more gruesome details about each individual story we tell here. And your support also makes it possible for me to continue to make these videos. There's a lot of research and production and editing of the videos that takes place behind the scenes. That's challenging to do without your support. You can find a link to our Patreon down below in the description. Putting these 3 women aside, is there any chance that the Bloody Mary legend is true? that it has any basis in reality. Is there any chance that standing in a dark room and looking into a mirror and chanting a name will cause an apparition to appear behind you? The truth behind this might surprise you. Universities have written about a phenomenon in which they call the strange face illusion. Staring into a mirror in a dimly lit room for a prolonged period of time can cause one to hallucinate. Facial features may appear to melt, distort, disappear, and even rotate, while other hallucinatory elements such as animals or strange faces may appear. Which begs the question, if your brain is actually experiencing these things, is it in reality fake?